3 spark plugs, born to burn.
Good afternoon, More Medic One. I've got a tool review for you. This one's going to be for the Oregon chainsaw grinder. It's a model 511A. This is a real good unit, and as you can tell, I've got it mounted on my table right here. But on the back side of this thing is also some mounting holes here, and you can actually mount this on the wall. That's one of the benefits that I like about the Oregon over the steel chain grinder. But to me, the Oregon chain grinder for the price is the way to go. And bear with me, and I'm going to kind of show you some things about it, and show you how to get the proper angles when you sharpen a saw chain. As you can tell right here in the front of the machine, you have an adjustment. This is where your chain actually goes across to sit in the saddle, and you loosen this up here, and you got a pointer right here, and you can get it goes from 0 to 40 degrees. It'll go there 0 and then negative 40, or positive or negative and positive. But that's your main adjustment. There's also one more adjustment right here on the back side of the chain grinder. It's got an adjustment as well. It's got a thumb wheel here, and this is where you get your chain adjustment, your actual cutter adjustment. It goes from 90 degrees to 40 degrees, and you're probably wondering, well, what should I set my saw chain on? And every time you buy a new steel chain like this one, in the package is a piece of paper, and on the back of it is the most often overlooked piece of paper in the box, and it shows all of your dimensions. Your model number of your chain is here, corresponds with the model number on the box, and this one just happens to be a 26 RM3 74, which is a 325 pitch chain. Fits the MS260 or 026 saws with the 325 pitch cutting chain on it. And let me show you how I get my angles. I know this is going to be a crude drawing. I am definitely not an artist, but if you can look at this and tell, this is looking down on your saw chain. Here's your cutter, and what you want to do, you want to go and find your saw chain model number, and then you want to come over here as 26 RM3. So when you come over here, you want A, which is this dimension here in the book, and it shows that you take this center line, 90 degrees with it. It's supposed to be 30 degrees. So whenever you set up your saw chain grinder, it should look like this. Let's see, 0. See, it really doesn't start getting into numbers until you get about 25. So there's 25 right there, and there's 30. So go ahead and lock it down right there, and that'll get you your A, or your cutter angle. But what you want to do is go in your book again, or your piece of paper, and you want to find the angle for B. You just correspond it down here in the paperwork, and angle B is going to be 75 degrees with the center line of the saw chain. So you want to, here's your baseline, and here is your 75 degrees. Basically, for adjustment B on your saw grinder, you want to loosen this up, and here's your pointer right here. You can't really see it because it's black, but here's 90, 80, 75 right there, in between 80 and 70, right there. See that? Just lock her down. You may have to hold it and then do it. Sometimes it wants to act weird sometimes. But just go ahead and get the saw chain set up in here, and we'll take a couple of passes. Let's go ahead and make a couple of passes here. I'll do a couple of teeth and then we'll turn it and we'll do the other side. What you want to do, you want to set it up to where your chain is in here and you have this chain stop right here, right behind the cutter. And you want to adjust this chain guide right here on this knob screw. This thumb screw will actually make the chain travel down this track. You want to back it off to where whenever you go to bring down the cutting wheel, you're not taking off all the meat of the chain. You just want to polish it. You don't want to just gouge it in there. Very light pressure, doesn't take much. I skipped one. And whenever you get done sharpening that side, just loosen it. 30 degrees. And then you can sharpen the other side. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. More Medic 1. You'll have a great day.